When I was a child, I walked around with my hands stretched to my side. And in the front seat, I spread my fingers out when I learned to drive. Well, I was waiting for your hand. I was waiting for you. Yeah, I was waiting for your hand. I was waiting for you. When I was alone, I watched them slip as they sliced into my skin. At that hospital, where the blood poured over my arms and the light shined in. Well, I was waiting for your hand. I was waiting for you. Yeah, I was waiting for your hand. I was waiting for you. I was overjoyed at the hope that you'd walk in at a red light. All the days that I did not know if I'd make it through the night. How lucky am I to be alive, to love you? How lucky am I to be alive, to love you? Let me go back and tell me I'll survive, and say someday you will find me. Let me go back and tell me I'll survive, and so someday you will find me. Let me go back and tell me when I was a child. Let me go back and tell me when I was a child. Let me go back and tell me when I was a child. Let me go back and tell me I was overjoyed at the hope that you'd walk in at a red light. All the days that I did not know if I'd make it through the night. How lucky am I to be alive, to love you? How lucky am I to be alive?
In a world ravaged by monsters, chaos, and strife, a land in turmoil cried out for a hero. They were adventurers, forged together in the threads of fate. They are not what the world wants, but what the world gets. Together, their courage will change something?
Hello and welcome to Adventures in the Known World, a Dungeons & Dragons campaign set in the world of Xena Warrior Princess and Hercules the Legendary Journeys. Think of this campaign as an improvised fanfiction in the Xenoverse where fate is determined by dice rolls and the heroes are what Xenites hate most about fanfictions. They're chock full of Mary Sues. Our story takes place in the 25 years that Xena and Gabrielle were presumed dead, when in fact they were just taking a long cold ice nap. The world still cried out for a hero, and we'll see if these adventurers can help out in the known world, in the Warrior Princess's absence. I think I'd have this memorized. Well, you should not expect to see Xena and Gabrielle in this campaign. It will be riddled with familiar characters and lore from ancient Greece. D&D content featured in this campaign is a mix of homebrew content, as well as content from Wizards of the Coast and Arcadia. Sound effects and music by Sirenscape, because Epic Games need epic sound, and special music featured by Hey King. Check them out on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Bandcamp, Facebook. They're everywhere, and their music is amazing. As always, I am Amanda, the Dungeon Master for this campaign, and with me is Bailey, Heike, Leo, Robin, and Taylor. If you have not followed us on YouTube, you should go ahead and do that. All episodes are uploaded there. So if you miss one, you can go back, or if 4.5 hours is too long for you to sit down and watch something, you can go back and watch later and catch up. This one will be uploaded after the stream as well, so you can go back and watch that in your own time. You can also find us on Instagram, Tumblr, Facebook, Twitter. All our socials are up in the corners. And now we have an Etsy shop because we have Xena dice that are selling like hotcakes. Like a lot. You guys are all crazy dice goblins. So, yeah, check that out. We're going to have random releases of Xena character inspired dice, which are really cool. Some custom orders. I know Taylor got some Full Metal Alchemist dice from me, which was really cool. And yeah, so without further ado, we'll get started. Previously on Adventures in the Known World, the group decided to investigate Procris, the cook of the Arcon estate, to see what shady things she has been up to. After a little bit of an investigation, Kiba and Aidos participated in a 2,000-meter swim, which they managed to survive and take first and second place in, which was an amazing feat. Then they all got back to work, made their way to a winery where they found the cook, and realized that she was just an overworked woman trying to take care of her husband, who was unfortunately paralyzed and left unable to speak. And Driana used the message as Regan had told her it would be a good idea. I meant to give Regan inspiration for that. I did not think that was coming, and it was a beautiful way to use that spell. And Driana, you definitely acted really well, so I'd like to give an inspiration point to you as well. And so you guys can add that to your D&D Beyonds. And anyway, the man said that he wanted his life to end. He felt like he was a burden and everything was just painful and hurting, and he wanted to go out. And you relayed that message, and the family was eternally grateful. And then you found out that Calidora may not be the real Calidora that you've been interacting with. And that, in fact, it was completely somebody else. They left you a sack of gold, a note that said, "Until we meet again," with a little caduceus trinket, which you associate with Hermes. Driana absolutely feeling the effects of having to translate a lot of feelings between Aiden, the husband, and his wife Procris. She went off hunting on her own, and the rest of you, I think, we're heading back to the Saucy Satyr for the night. If that is correct.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's nighttime, I would imagine we'd head back.
Is there anything you guys wanted to do for the night, or go straight to bed? I know it was a very emotional evening for you.
Drew left us, right? She didn't come with us to Caladoris.
Right.
She's not back yet by the time we get to the inn?
No.
Yeah, I'd probably just go to bed.
Kiba did recognize that from earlier that she was under a lot of stress, and I think, Kiba would wait for everyone to return to the Salty Seder before going to bed. So I'll just wait in the main lobby.
Sure.
That is what we probably drinking in the bar.
Yeah, Karis will drink with Aetos.
Alright, so our boys are drinking their feelings. Well, except Kiba is probably not really drinking his feelings. He's probably just waiting to make sure Gianna's okay. Regan, I'm assuming you took Gallagher with you to the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to work on any of your spells?
Oh, no, I don't have Gallagher. Gallagher is on the,
Oh, right.
Pythia. I'd probably check in, though, before I went to bed. Make sure everything was good, if he's seen anything.
Yeah. When you guys pass the temple on your way to, oh my god, Debbie, the Saucy Seder, you probably check in at that point too, hey? Because then you'd be able to see through his eyes. You see that he is hanging on the robes of the Pythia, who is sitting at her vanity. She's changed into a nightgown and she's just brushing her hair while looking at herself in the mirror. Seems to be okay.
Okay. Yeah, I would just go to bed. I don't think I'd do any work.
Okay.
I think I'd just go to sleep.
Okay. Driana.
Yeah, I'll, in typical Dree fashion, maybe not make a huge deal about my entrance, like hood up, walk in. Yeah, I'd look around, and if I saw the boys, I'd go over and sit with them.
Okay. Did you make any stops on your way back from the woods?
How, like, to go talk to anyone or something like that?
I mean, you made some secret rules before the stream.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering if they're going to be able to pick up on anything. No? Okay, so you probably did make a stop. Perfect. All right, yeah. A few hours later, it's probably closing on like the 10, 11 o'clock. You see Driana enter the tavern.
Evening, guys. Hi.
Hey, Diana. You okay? You feeling better?
I think so. It was it was a lot, this afternoon. I needed, just some time to think, I guess.
Yeah. I can understand that, I guess. Wanna join us for a drink?
Yes, sure. Just take a seat. Did,
I know you're incredible back there.
Oh, that's That's very
I think that
kind
you
of you.
provided that family with a gift that they would only dream about having.
I mean, I know I am trying to see it that way, but at the end of the day, I can't help but think that, you know, that poor man would still be alive had he not crossed paths with me. And I know there's more to it than that, but
I don't think he would be. I think he was at the end of his journey in this life. At least you gave him a way of saying goodbye to his loved ones.
I am glad I was able to do that. That must have been terribly hard for him.
Yeah, I bet. Also, we went to Caladora's, and it wasn't even Caladora. She's not the same person, and it's actually, I believe, Hermes, if I'm, like, correct about this, but it was all pretty weird. Like, there was just a scroll and a medallion, and not a medallion, like a trinket thing, and the shop isn't there anymore. It's like this like touristy shop. But anyway, so like it was totally supposed to happen. You communicating with this family, so I really wouldn't feel too bad about it. I mean, obviously, feel however you feel about it, but just know that it was supposed to happen this way.
Sorry, Caladora
isn't Caladora.
No, okay. That was Hermes, like the actual
that's what it seems.
God, Hermes.
Yeah, like the god.
Or an agent of.
Or an well.
I don't think it was
probably.
an agent of.
It was probably him.
Most likely him. And this guy.
Yeah.
Well, I can't decide if that's just exciting or terrifying. We've been here a week and have had interactions with, oh my god. I have now sniffed one god and effectively bit another.
Oh, that's right. But he did, you know. Well, that's kind of cool. I also competed in the Pantheon games, which I would have never expected doing like 1 week ago. I think that this whole experience has us really discovering who our true selves are and maybe who we're supposed to be in the long run. Oh, not trying to say that your true self is someone that would suck blood out of a god. I mean, I didn't mean to come across that way. I just meant that, like, you know, the things that are happening aren't necessarily all in our control, which is kind of odd because I would think that, like, our destinies are in our control, but it doesn't seem like they are completely in our control as of right now. But would you like a drink?
Chill. Chill. You're okay. Everything was okay.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
You're fine.
I'm kind of right there with you. It's like a lot, you know. We get here and, you know, we all have magic. And as far as we know, nobody else does. And then we just randomly happen to meet like a group of people that also do. And then we're just all like doing it in front of each other. And then it's all like, hey, we're friends now. But hey, now there's gods and like people are like dying and like there's oracles and wow. Yeah.
Maybe it was not so random. I don't know. I just think it's too much coincidence.
Well, coincidence is a language of the universe. So maybe we're exactly where we're supposed to be?
I guess. I don't know. At
You
this point,
kicked ass today, Aedos.
I just feel, I don't know, I can't help but feeling like we could have done things differently, and at the same time I'm thinking, are the gods playing with us? Like, the thing with Hermes is, were we meant to go to that house, and was that all supposed to happen? And if that's the case, then do we have any say in what we're doing? I'm just so confused.
I think both. I think we do have say, but I 100% think that we were supposed to be there doing what we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needed us, and a god guided us there.
What else are they getting us on? Is my question.
That's a good question.
I'm almost fearful to learn the answer to that.
My point.
I mean, I've been.
In any case, cheers for the job well done, I guess.
Kiba picks up his water. Yes, cheers.
I don't have a beverage, so I'll just like.
Well, I'm really tired. Now that I know everyone got back safe, I'm gonna go upstairs.
I too think I will adjourn for the evening. It's been a very long day.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, let's go. Just glad you're safe, Three.
Yeah.
Thank you. You all as well.
All right. So you guys head back to your respective rooms. Unless there's any more roleplay opportunities. I know that Driana, Regan, are you awake when Driana enters the room? No? Okay.
Yeah, and seeing that she's asleep, I would be like extra stealthy quiet to make sure I don't wake her up.
Amazing. All right. So you guys get the benefit of a full night's sleep.
Sweet.
And how about a level up?
Yes!
Yes.
All right.
I haven't picked my spells.
I know, you have to give me your list.
Okay.
Jailer, do you need help?
Shoot.
I can't hear you. You're muted.
I'm gonna. If you can adjust our HP, that'd be cool. And just for like this round, I'm gonna be using my stats from prior. That way, I can like have a week of picking the things I want for level.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot for level 6 for you.
For level 6 for me, there is Natural Explorer and Favorite Enemy.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone got cool stat.
Kiba, at 6th level, your unarmed strike count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage.
Dope.
You get unarmored movement, which means that your unarmored speed bonus increases to 15 feet while you are not wearing armor or wearing a shield.
Perfect. I'm gonna be so fast.
And you get Virtue of Patience, if it's a Laomaw thing. As a bonus action, you can enter a defensive stance until the start of your next turn. While in this stance, you gain the following benefits. You can make attacks of opportunity without using your reaction. However, any attack of opportunity that doesn't use your reaction will cost you 1 key point. So, like, you could have a reaction and use a key point to basically get it back for an opportunity attack if you want.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Any creature that misses you in melee provokes an attack of opportunity. And when a creature you can see makes an attack against a target other than you that's within 5 feet of you, you may use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll. But yeah, you can look at that later.
Yep, okay. Love you guys.
Cool. I'm sure everyone else has got some cool shit.
For right now, I don't know if I want to up my bard or my rogue, so can I just play with like the increased HP and then decide later?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys wake up the next morning to a new day. What do you want to do?
I'll look over if Regan's still asleep. I'll leave her sleeping. You know, poor thing must be tuckered out.
Sorry, I was looking at my spells. Actually, that's probably pretty accurate in game as well. No, I'd be up and just be studying, reading. Good morning, Drake. I didn't hear you come in last night.
Well, I saw you were sleeping, so I was extra quiet. I figured you could use the rest.
Yeah, yesterday was exhausting. I was not expecting to encounter what we did, and I think it affected me more than I was expecting, and I'm sure for the rest of the group as well. I thought that I'd have a hard time sleeping, but I think just sheer exhaustion took over, which is good. Did you see the rest of the group last night when you came in?
Yes, they were very kindly waiting up to ensure my safe and successful return, which was very kind of them.
That's good. I feel like that experience probably will have brought us closer together in a way. We all shared something pretty intense. I think there'll probably be effects for a long time. How did you handle being the messenger? Did they tell you, by the way, that Calidor is Hermes? Listen, I am not ashamed to admit that I'm probably one of the smartest people in this group, and I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. Like, I had no idea what was happening. Like, I still don't think I understand it.
Well, I mean, Regan, to be fair, you can be as smart as you want, but to kind of just automatically assume that, gods are walking around masquerading as random people seems, not
Actually,
the assumption most people would make, except
it's not
what's happened.
really that part that I'm having a hard time with. I think gods do that kind of shit all the time.
Is it because I bit him?
No, I think they... Oh, yeah, you did. No, I think they like to fuck with us. It just took me, like, a really long time to understand what was happening when we, like, read the letter and saw Calidora. Like, I didn't know what was going on. So, it's whatever, I guess. It was weird. Well, I'm glad they told you.
It is definitely necessary information for all of us to be aware of.
But you're good after doing that?
Like you said, I think it's going to probably affect us for a while, but in the immediate sense, yeah, I managed to work things out.
That's good. I'd roll an insight check, but Regan wouldn't think to do so, so... It's good.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, are you hungry? Should we, breakfast?
Yeah. We should get your glasses today. I think they're supposed to be done. And I'll, flip back through my notes. And, check where I made a note of when they'd be done.
Oh my gosh, and all the excitement, I forgot all about that. Regan, I might actually get to see today.
Yeah. So,
For actual, humans.
yeah. It's pretty awesome. I mean... We're gonna have to teach Gallagher some new tricks to replace, the other ones. You won't need the signals anymore, but maybe we could get him. Maybe we could teach him to roll over like a normal bug.
Well, now that sounds fun. Yes, let us roll Gallagher over.
Yeah, and shake a paw. I don't know. Probably something more normal than battle signals. It's whatever. All right, let's go for breakfast.
Let's.
We'll go downstairs.
Alright, is everyone else up and for breakfast? Doing your own thing in your own rooms? What's Karis doing?
He's just gonna go to breakfast.
Yeah. Alright. Let me just pull up something here. Alright, who wants to be the roller of the breakfast menu? Who hasn't rolled yet? Everyone's rolled. Oh, Chorus, you get to roll!
Nice.
That's a D6.
Two.
2? It's almond butter spread on toast again. Also, you can get for the premium price that same thing, but with extra eggs and smoked sausage. I guess it was such a hit, he's gonna go for it again. Who doesn't love almond butter?
We all know Driana does.
Alrighty. You guys enjoy your breakfast? Yeah. What are your plans? What do you want to do?
We're all,
Elliot?
we're all around the same table, I guess. At this
Yep.
point. Alright, so Addis will start going with hey guys, so after the lead that we were chasing yesterday, I guess we're back to square one. I mean we're not closer to know what's going on there.
Well, I mean, we're a step closer in that we now definitively know at least one person who the culprit is not.
It's true.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, it's kind of like eliminating suspects at this point, and now we know that she isn't. We also can inform Lady Damaris that her employee is not the drunk, and probably smells like booze because she owns a vineyard.
Well, yeah, I guess we can do that. But okay, let's. Who else can we investigate, or who else are we suspect on? Like right now, we have discovered the cook and the lady with the child.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't make sense for her to put him asleep. And also, I straight out asked her while she was still under the zone of truth if it was her, and she said it wasn't. So that unless there was like a way for the wording for her to have gotten around it. She's definitely not on my top list of suspects. And also, when Karis and I talked to all of them, no one really shook out as someone other than the cook with like a motive. None of the remaining people, like, even if it was Lady Damaris herself, we know that the drugs are coming from the priests, and she doesn't trust the priests because of her daughter. So why would she be drugging her husband on behalf of the priests? Like, there's just not, like, a lot of it doesn't, I don't understand if it was her, why. Like, why? And,
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
well, Metano, whatever. What's her
Yeah,
name?
I mean, Lafano's kind of my top suspect, but only because she's kind of mean. I don't have, like, another reason to not trust her other than she's just kind of a mean person. But I think, I don't know who else it could be. Like, she seemed to have genuine interest in protecting the Archon and Damaris, but it didn't seem to come out of a place of caring, like real care. And
What interest could she have? I mean,
I don't know, like nothing really, nothing came. There was, I don't know what the reason would be. That's the problem.
will it be possible that she may have suggested to put him to sleep to avoid harm to them if she cares so much about him. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
I
throwing
don't know.
things out there, but
I don't know where to go from here. We didn't really get. I mean, yesterday was incredible and also horrible, and sure, we eliminated a suspect, but I don't know what our next steps are, other than maybe just maybe talk to the priests. I don't know.
I actually think that might be a good idea. Go straight to the source. It's all over my head right now, so I couldn't really come up with a better idea. How's Gallagher doing?
Oh, good question. I'll check in with him. See if he does he report any oddness?
He does.
Ooh.
He lets you know that there was a female visitor in the underground of the temple.
While the Parthia was sleeping?
Yes, to speak to the priests.
Do I recognize them?
No, unfortunately, Gallagher, as a spider, had trouble maneuvering to get into a position where they were able to see the lady's face. She was cloaked.
Did she hear her? Did he hear her?
Yes.
What were they discussing? I have to get my notebook.
she disappeared.
Let me get my notes.
She turned into cathedrals.
She does that when she's nervous sometimes, don't worry about it.
Gallagher telepathically gives the impression, because he can't really speak words, but he gives the impression that the conversation was a little accusatory. Basically, this lady was angry at them. In the sense that maybe they weren't being 100% truthful with her and worried that this group of adventurers were onto her. And now you get the sense from Gallagher that there's danger, that the priests know that you're kind of mucking around, and they have suspected that someone may have infiltrated the underground as an item has gone missing.
What? Hold on. Okay.
Wait. So they're suspicious of us?
Well, I mean, to be fair, we are attempting to infiltrate their nefarious plot. So
Yeah. I mean, there's reason to be suspicious of us, but
Okay, but the only people who know that we are looking into this are the people that we spoke to yesterday. Right?
yes.
So if they're suspecting us, then and they went last night, it just seems like coincidental timing. It has to be. It doesn't have to be, obviously. It doesn't have to be anything, but most likely it'll probably be one of the people that we spoke to yesterday. So something went missing? Oh, the liar.
The liar, of course.
Yeah.
it's like, we didn't take anything.
So the priests
Who have been missing?
The priests have noticed the liar is missing. Okay.
Still glad I took it.
totally.
Two.
No, just no.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to ask the person who's talking to the priest that they were suspicious of us.
She gave the impression that there was a group of adventurers. She did mention the Flamebringer was digging around. And the overall sense was that she feels that she was lied to from the priest and like almost like betrayed, like this is your fault. This is not what I signed up for. So like kind of like an accusatory vibe.
But we don't know who was talking.
No. Gallagher doesn't recognize the voice and wasn't able to make out a face.
But
We
Raven was
continue to
able to
this better.
deduce. Yeah. But Raven was able to deduce that it must have been someone, or
So many eyes that they
possibly
can see.
someone from yesterday.
I think it kind of has to be, but
Yeah.
Still
Well-
suspicious of Nathanis.
I mean, likely it. I would think it would be her. Like there is that like not like Procris the head cook, but the other cook and Mathanos. With Zone of Truth, we know it was not Damaris, and we know it was not.
actually,
Procris.
we don't know. We don't know.
We don't
that
know
it's
it
not
was
her.
Damaris
Zone of
because
Truth had worn off by the time we spoke to.
Oh, sorry, Procris, not Damaris. Oops.
Yeah. Yeah, we know it's not Procris. I mean, Arethusa was under the.
Gallagher, does he have any idea from which direction this person came into the underground? Was it through like the normal like visitors entrance or like the secret tunnel entrance?
I don't know. Does he know that?
See.
no, we got that wrong.
He doesn't know. He was in the Pythio's room when he heard the voices speaking, and that's when he kind of crawled out from under the door along the wall to see who it was. And they had already been in a room talking.
MVP.
I don't think. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying Gallagher's an MVP.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's pretty. He kind of sees everything.
Good spider.
He's a dog trapped in a spider's body. Okay, he's not a spider.
Okay. That's fair.
Lady Damaris is the only one currently aware that the Archon has awoken, correct?
Yes, as far as we know. None of the other people were informed that he was awake. But I don't know how good he is going to be at pretending to be asleep when, like, people come into, like, the one, Arethusa, or whatever her name is, the one who's having an affair with him, like, what if she's going to notice if she's bathing him that he's probably not asleep.
most likely.
Biology.
Okay.
Regan's like bright red.
Yep. Should we like search places like the study and like people's houses and stuff?
We could do that. Yeah. We could search his study.
Like, do we know where any of the rest of them live?
I believe
No.
the Lady Methusa lives in the Archon estate, correct?
Mathano?
Yeah, thank you.
She lives
Keep in
there.
mind, guys.
We could go in at night.
Pardon?
We could go in at night, sneak around, and do sneaky stuff.
Yeah.
I'm quite good at sneaky stuff.
I'm not, but I'll try.
Oh, I think I figured out a new spell that can, like, help us be super stealthy. Because there's a good number of us that are not. And mainly me and Karis. But, I think it would really help. I mean, I don't think Dree needs help, and I think Kiva's probably pretty stealthy. And probably Aedo since he's a hunter, but, it would make us more stealthy as a group. And it would really help out, me and Karis, so.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
What does it do?
that's great.
It
Yeah,
kind
because
of like